What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. We're just a bomb waiting to explode, is what Tessa says to Hardin in the new trailer for the final film of the franchise. Are we going to see a happily ever after? Are Hardin and Tessa bound to end up together?
I love him. And I love the life we're building, and I love Smith.
Will Tessa get pregnant and after ever happy? Oh, big spoilers ahead. The big question, After Ever Happy will be released sooner than expected. After seeing the last installment of Zombies, the kissing booth in the last episode of Legacies, we're in great need of After. The good news is that two fan favorite films are coming out at the end of this year, After Ever Happy and 365 Days 3. Both of these films will serve as the final installments of the franchises, and we honestly can't wait to see them. But let's focus on After Ever Happy for now and see whether our favorite couple will live happily ever after. The final installment of the popular Wattpad story-turned-novel-turned-film adaptation is coming out on September 7th, 2022, and so far there have been a few teaser trailers released, building up the anticipation for the conclusion to Tessa and Hardin's story. The trailer footage looks a bit disastrous, as it only features the awful moments that are bound to happen in the fourth film. Those who have read the source material know just how challenging the third book was for our beloved couple. The first trailer features Hardin dealing with the After We Fell cliffhanger. The cliffhanger revealed that Hardin's past is filled with secrets. Poor guy, the identity of his real father was hidden from him for years, and the way he found out, no wonder he has so many trust issues. In the first trailer, Tessa tells him, "If I walk out that door without you, that's it." Will they be able to go through the new challenges? Well, we hope so. But before we go through further details about the upcoming plot, we thought it would be great to tell you that you have no reason to worry, because this is not the end of the After content. In fact, this is just the beginning, as spin-off movies are planned and they are in the early stage of production. As already mentioned, the fourth film will be released on September 7th, 2022, with earlier release across Europe on August 24th and 25th, only in cinemas.
I'm moving to New York. I'm gonna live with Landon.
London? What, this was his idea?
No.
Even though After We Fell and After Ever Happy were both filmed back-to-back, the actors look quite different in the fourth film, especially Tessa. She really looks like a grown-up, which is why we doubt she'll continue with the attempt of changing Hardin. If a person doesn't want to change, they won't. It's that simple. And all we want to see is Tessa being given a break. But what amazed us the most is that the trailer reveals that Hardin is actually writing the After books. Yeah, this only brings us to plot details. So at the end of the third installment, Hardin discovers that his father isn't Ken. In one of the biggest plot twists in the franchise, he finds out that his father is actually Christian Vance, the boss of Vance Publishing, where Tessa works. Well, it couldn't be more awkward. Anyway, it looks like this cliffhanger will have a major influence on the couple's future. The new trailer reveals that Hardin finds it hard to cope with the fact that he'd been lied to for his entire life, and we can't blame him. The only bad thing is that he struggles with alcohol addiction, and he tries to heal his wounds with alcohol, the thing that made his relationship with Tessa a living nightmare.
It's a lovely place. Where should I drop my stuff?
Let me show you.
Cool.
I'll call you guys when dinner's ready.
Sounds good.
The synopsis for After Ever Happy confirms that the fourth film will continue right after that big cliffhanger. Hardin and Tessa are growing up, and they may never be the same. Although they have defied all the odds, their next chapter will bring either a fairy tale ending or finally destroy their passionate yet toxic relationship.
Yes! I was trying to make her forgive me.
For what?
Because I'm trying to be a better person for you.
When a revelation about the past shakes Hardin's impenetrable facade to the core, and Tessa suffers a tragedy, will they stick together or be torn apart? Life will never be the same for Tessa. We still don't know whether the film will stay loyal to the source material, but we do know that some major events from the book will be utilized in the film adaptation. We previously mentioned that 2 more movies will come out following the conclusion of the story. We'll see a prequel to the series and a sequel to the fourth movie. Now let's see who are the returning cast members. According to the synopsis, you need to smash that like button if you want to see a happily ever after for Tessa and Hardin. Since the 2 films were shot back-to-back, After Ever Happy is expected to feature the cast from the third movie in its original form. Josephine Langford and hero fiennes-tiffin will certainly return to reprise their roles for the last time. And we'll also see Chance Perdomo as Landon Gibson, Louise Lombard as Trish Daniels, Frances Turner as Karen Scott, and Stephen Moyer as Christian Vance. But surprisingly enough, we'll also see Carter Jenkins as Robert, Kiana Madeira as Nora, Jack Bandera as James, and Atanas Sabrev as Richard Yoon. So,
Is what I mean by your being the ruin of me.
Why'd you stop?
Does Tessa get pregnant? As aforementioned, the couple is facing the biggest challenges in the final movie, which serves as an adaptation of the fourth book in Anna Todd's series. Most fans would love to see a happily ever after to the story they've been invested in for years. We certainly don't want to see a kissing booth ending. Anyway, now that Hardin knows that Christian Vance is his biological father, he is expected to go through a lot of struggles. The whole thing is absurd. You see, Christian has been having an affair with Hardin's mother since before she had Hardin. In the fourth book, the couple breaks up because of Hardin's constant struggle with alcohol addiction. Also, there's his toxic attitude towards his girlfriend. His controlling behavior is another red flag. Anyway, Tessa decides to go to Washington alone. She just wants to turn a new page and live together with Landon in New York City, just so that she could start a new life. But when she decides to stop at the apartment she shares with Hardin to collect some of her things, she walks in to see her dad's corpse.
Tess. Hey.
Dad?
When Hardin hears what happened to Tessa's dad, he finally realizes that he loves her and she shouldn't be alone during these sad moments. Unfortunately, he is late as his ex doesn't want anything to do with him. I mean, normally. After some time, Tessa is better and finally enjoying her life without Hardin. Meanwhile, he tries to win her back, but all of his attempts are unsuccessful. They go through a terrible breakup, and the story puts a really bad end to their relationship. This is perhaps the part where most readers were crying their hearts out, and we can't even imagine how painful the moment will be on our small screens. After We Fell revealed that Tessa is unable to get pregnant, and imagine the hell she'll go through while dealing with all these issues with her boyfriend, her father, and the fact that she's unable to have children. In Todd's book, however, Tessa graduates from NYU with a degree in wedding planning. She and Hardin go through a lot of painful fights before they finally work things out and get engaged. They are also trying for a baby, which we know is really hard because the doctors tell Tessa that her chances of getting pregnant are slim.
I'm gonna go what?
Go ahead.
Anyway, after a time jump in the novel, readers discover that she is pregnant with a baby girl, and then 6 years later, she gives birth to a baby boy. This only brings us to the previously mentioned sequel and a prequel. It has been confirmed the sequel will focus on the couple's children, Emery and Auden. Emery, Auden, and cousin Addie are quite beloved by the fans. We've all gotten a lot of inquiries about what happens to the kids, director Landon told Teen Vogue. It has also been confirmed that you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. No, seriously, the prequel will be based on Anna Todd's book called Before, which explores Hardin's life ever since he was a child. See you in the next video.